Get ready for the action because we are diving straight into the NFL with the Tennessee Titans and their rookie Keldric Faulk. The Titans clearly need a major upgrade to their pass rush in 2026, and they are making big moves. They traded for Jermaine Johnson II, but the real story is Keldric Faulk, a wildcard rookie they drafted, whose college production has been a talking point. We break down exactly why this player is a massive gamble and what it means for the Titans' defensive strategy heading into the new season.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we are looking ahead to the Jacksonville Jaguars Week 1 opener in the 2026 NFL season and predicting who they will face. We analyze the landscape, considering the divisional matchups and the rising rivalry between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans under new coaching leadership. We discuss why this potential Week 1 clash between two up-and-coming teams could be one of the most exciting games of the season. Now, let's take a deep dive inside the Titans' off-season installation process. We explore exactly how the new staff is feeding the system to players like Cam Ward, moving beyond traditional playbooks into layered instruction. We see how Robert Saleh and the staff are setting the pace, teaching small to big concepts, and how the team is preparing for the intense training camp ahead. And finally, we look at the massive defensive overhaul happening on the Tennessee Titans. We examine how Robert Saleh is building an elite defense by pairing veterans like Jeffrey Simmons and Cedric Gray with big free agents like Jermaine Johnson and Anthony Hill Jr. We break down why the Titans' pursuit of players like Anthony Hill Jr. signals a shift toward a fast and violent identity, and what this means for the entire defensive scheme. Don't miss this full breakdown. Stick with us. The Tennessee Titans are facing a critical juncture in their defensive strategy, particularly concerning their pass rush for the 2026 season. With Jeffrey Simmons being the sole Titans player to record over 5 sacks last season from the interior, the team is actively seeking to bolster its edge rushing capabilities. To achieve this, the Titans executed a trade to acquire edge rusher Jermaine Johnson II and drafted Keldric Faulk. While Johnson is a known commodity, Faulk represents a significant wildcard acquisition, a move the team clearly believes in due to his raw talent. Prior to the draft, concerns lingered regarding Faulk's collegiate production, as many analysts were hesitant about selecting him in the first round due to a lack of elite sack numbers in college. However, deeper analysis reveals that Faulk's success at Auburn was rooted in his scheme, frequently lining up in interior positions like a 4 technique or 0 technique, which makes his 10 sacks over 37 games even more impressive. In Nashville, Faulk is positioned to operate primarily on the outside, given the presence of Jeffrey Simmons and John Franklin Myers on the defensive line, allowing him to leverage his athleticism and length to generate pressure. While his NFL sack numbers have not yet reached elite levels, observers believe his potential is high, especially given the talent level in the league and the positive influence of coaches like Robert Saleh. The immediate outlook is for Faulk to start the season as the primary edge rusher opposite Johnson. The ideal scenario involves his athleticism translating effectively on the outside, complemented by the pressure generated by Johnson, Franklin Myers, and Simmons in one-on-one matchups. If Faulk quickly establishes himself as a pressure force, the Titans' defense could become formidable. Conversely, if he requires time to adjust to the professional game, the team has a safety net. Given his youth, Simmons and Johnson are expected to maintain pressure while Faulk develops, mitigating any immediate concerns about his rookie performance. As the 2026 NFL season approaches, speculation is mounting regarding the Jacksonville Jaguars Week 1 opener. Before the official schedule is released, analysts are predicting potential matchups based on divisional alignments and the league's desire to kick off the season with high-caliber contests. One prominent prediction suggests the Jaguars will face the Houston Texans. This scenario is bolstered by the fact that both teams were highly successful in the 2025 season, with the Texans securing a wildcard spot and Jacksonville winning the division. A Week 1 game pitting two AFC playoff contenders from the same division is considered a prime opportunity for the NFL. However, another expert, Cassandra Chesser, points toward a potential clash with the Tennessee Titans. Chesser believes the rivalry between Jacksonville and Tennessee could intensify, especially with the addition of Robert Saleh as the new head coach for the Titans. Chesser noted that while animosity may have subsided between Saleh and Liam Cohen, the NFL might see an opportunity for renewed competitive fire. Chesser highlighted that the Jaguars have experienced volatility, while the Titans have been in a prolonged slump. The anticipated resurgence of the Titans, coupled with strategic offensive weapon additions for quarterback Cam Ward, suggests 2026 could bring a shift. A Week 1 opener against Jacksonville is envisioned as a highly exciting contest between two emerging teams, amplified by the deep history and emotion of the rivalry, making it a compelling start to the season. Nashville, 10. The process for integrating new schemes and personnel during the Titans' offseason has moved beyond traditional playbook distribution, according to an insider analysis. When the team reported for voluntary offseason work on April 7, players were not immediately handed full playbooks on their tablets. This approach is being employed to facilitate the accelerated development of quarterback Cam Ward amid a new staff and scheme implementation. Phase 2 of the offseason training activities, OTAs, which began on May 4, initiated the first round of system installation. Initial information appeared on player tablets, with subsequent daily sessions adding new, progressive sections to the existing material. This layered approach includes meetings, individual instruction, and non-contact walkthroughs for both offense and defense. The defensive coaching strategy emphasizes teaching techniques incrementally, focusing on small components before presenting full coverages. In some instances, the methodology is top-down, presenting the coverage first and then dissecting its individual elements. The structure is coordinated by Robert Saleh, whose defense aligns concepts with the offense's core principles, while Brian Daboll and the offense set the pace. By the conclusion of Phase 3 and the offseason, systems are expected to have been installed twice, with a third iteration occurring during training camp, where situational focus will sharpen for specific game plans. Currently, the team remains in the early stages of mastering formations, shifts, personnel groupings, and the associated plays on both sides of the ball. Phase 3, starting later in May, will allow for more advanced integration, including 7-on-7, 9-on-7, and 11-on-11 drills without physical contact. The team plans to offer some upcoming OTA sessions to the media to provide further insight into the installation process. This is followed by a mandatory minicamp scheduled for June 16, 17, and 18. The Tennessee Titans are signaling a significant defensive overhaul under the guidance of new coach Robert Saleh, focusing on building an elite unit characterized by speed and violence. The team is assembling a roster of key pieces, pairing established players like Jeffrey Simmons, Cedric Gray, and Amani Hooker with high-profile free agent signings including John Franklin Myers, Jermaine Johnson, Alontae Taylor, and Cordell Flott. Furthermore, the Titans bolstered their talent acquisition by trading a first-round pick for edge Keldric Faulk. However, a major, yet overlooked, addition to the defensive scheme is linebacker Anthony Hill Jr. Matt Bowen highlighted Hill as one of the top 15 draft prospects, emphasizing his unique fit for Saleh's system. Bowen stated that Hill's range and speed are ideal for a stack linebacker, capable of tracking perimeter balls, striking blockers, and impacting coverage and pressure schemes. He noted that Hill can execute both inside seam attacks and underneath zone roams in pass coverage. College production, including 8 forced fumbles and 3 interceptions, underscores his potential. In Saleh's overload fronts, Hill is positioned to attack interior gaps and edges through stunts, boasting 17 career sacks at Texas. The team's aggressive pursuit of Hill, a linebacker skill set that Saleh clearly covets, signals a commitment to the defense's fast and violent mantra. This move has sparked speculation regarding potential trades, such as exchanging Cody Barton to create a starting spot for Hill. While there has been discussion about the team's investment in a high-end, wide 9, edge player, the current defensive structure is proving effective. The defense now features defensive linemen capable of rushing the quarterback, complemented by second and third-level defenders who can execute effective blitzes, creating significant disruption for opposing offensive lines and running backs. Hill, alongside Taylor, Gray, and Kevin Winston, provides crucial coverage support, forcing pass protection schemes to take the line of scrimmage seriously, even as Saleh manages the frequency of blitzes.